Hello, welcome to another edition of the Yonkers Insider Report. My name is Delfim Heusler. I'm the host of this program. I want to thank Yonkers City Council 3rd District candidate Dennis Robertson. Thank you, Dennis, for coming on our show.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I really appreciate it. We've known each other for many years. And all the stuff you've done in our city. I want to ask you about 2 or 3 questions.
Okay.
Issues about, tell us a little about your community service in the city of Yonkers.
Good question, Delfim. I originally got started in community service. I was 20 years old. I was a student at Dominican College in Boisville, and I read an article about the Donna Walshin Center. I knew Donna Walshin. Sadly, Donna had committed suicide, and they named a building after her, the North Yonkers Preservation and Development Corporation, which was run by Charlie Colas Sr. That's a name we all remember. Charlie Colas Sr. happened to be the council person of the area back then. It was a city manager form of government, very different. He was probably the councilman of the 6th Ward. So I volunteered. I volunteered with Charlie Colas Sr. in 1980. I knocked on the door and I went in and I volunteered, and he was the councilman, and he brought me down to City Hall, and that was during the first Financial Control Board, and I got hooked. And I stayed involved. I got involved in a lot of campaigns. And you can see from my service, I was all about coaching and working in. I was all about youth and youth programs, and we actually started a hotline in the Preservation of Suicide hotline, which went very well. And Charlie Cola was very involved, and I got involved. I never had a desire or an interest in running for office. That actually happened later in life as I got married, I started having children and working. Building a business and trying to feed my family, and then I, essentially I was drafted into running in 2003, and I won, and then I ran for mayor in 2007, and I lost, and I left my seat, and subsequently Joan Gronowski became a council person. She was tremendous. I supported her. I worked with her, and then she left, and Mike Sabatino came in. I supported him and worked with him, and he's decided not to run, so here I am, stepping up to the plate, the Democratic endorsed candidate, and I look forward to a successful primary on June 25th, and then serving the people of Yonkers. I work for them. Very important in public service. They don't work for, I work for them, and that's what I plan to do and continue to do.
Okay. My second question is you can talk about your government service through these years.
So all through the years, I've been a civil service commissioner, which has given me a lot of experience, which is really important. I was on the IDA for 10 years, so I understand the pilots that people talk about, tax abatements and abatements of mortgage recording tax, and how some of these projects come to fruition. A lot of what the public talks about is not accurate. I don't really have time for that, but it's real important. It's a vehicle that helps retain and bring business into the city of Yonkers. I was on the Westchester County Planning Board, under County Executive Andy Spano, and that was very insightful, and again, understanding land disposition, which is a big part of being a council person, and just a lot, and of course, obviously, as an elected official myself, and that has given me valuable experience. And again, I didn't lose my council seat. I left my council seat, in 2007 when I ran for mayor. That I lost, and that's okay. I was the party's candidate. They needed a candidate, and it was good. It was a good experience. I think I accomplished a lot. I know I was the first Democrat to get elected into the 3rd district, and it's been Democrat ever since. I don't think it'll go back. Not that that's it's about, as we talked about in a previous interview, it's about bipartisanship and getting things done. And the most important thing is to get things done, pass a responsible budget, and provide proper land disposition, which is zones and variance changes, as it results to all these developments. And there's 2 significant projects right now in the 3rd district that require someone who understands what's going on. The Old Tower Circle, where we live, Delfin, up in Northwest Yonkers, and we have Ludlow Park. We have the Ginsburg project coming on. And those are really important issues to the people in the 3rd district, and we need to listen to the people of the 3rd district and make sure that we get a project that they want. And of course works for the owner and the developer, but most importantly, it has to work for the community.
Okay. The last question will be, let's have you talk about your business background.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Little misinformation out there. I've been in the building service, contract cleaning business essentially my entire adult life. That's how I feed my family, my 6 children, my wife for over 35 years. I'm very blessed in that respect. I've had businesses. And I've been employee. I essentially go out and I find cleaning contracts and then I service them. I've employed over thousands of people in my career. I do not have a contract at Empire City. That's been a put out there, but that's not true. I happen to be an employee there, the Director of Environmental Services, which I'm proud of. I do a good job, and that's my full-time job. This is a part-time job. Part-time legislative position, and if anybody who wants it to be a full-time job is not doing it for the right reason. That's not what the charter says. We have a chief executive, that's the mayor. This is the checks over here, checks and balances, the 7 council members, each with 1 vote. Each with 1 vote, and the primary vote, again, are budget and land disposition. It's very important to understand that if you have a council person that meddles into the day-to-day business of Yonkers, you're going to have problems. We need, if we want to have a charter revision, which I'm all about, we want to look at the charter again and we want to restructure our government, I'm fine with that too. But that's up to the people. Let the people decide that.
Okay. Well, in the remaining minutes we have in this segment, you can talk to the residents of Yonkers, like if you have any events coming up, your campaign website, whatever you think I missed, you can
I appreciate
talk
that.
to the voters.
Thank you, Delfim. RobertsonforYonkers.com is my website. Check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. I've been working hard. I've been visiting, knocking on a lot of doors, meeting Democrats. This is a Democratic primary. This is a very myopic election where Democrats, I hope, come out to vote. June 25th is a new day for primaries. We've never had that before. I am the endorsed candidate of the Democratic Party. I do ask for your vote on June 25th. You will have someone who will listen to you, who will be passionate, who understands the issues, and who will tell you the truth. That's what you need to understand, is that I will tell you not what you want to hear, but what I believe to be the truth, and what I can, or more importantly, what I can't do for you. That's important. So, Delfim, thank you. I don't have any events. It's 10 days to the election. I'm working hard. We do have a candidates night, but it's specific to a neighborhood. So I think it's going to be just for those buildings. So,
okay.
And so here I am. And anybody who wants to reach out to me, please do.
Okay, thank you so much.
Delfim,
thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
And I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. You've listened to another edition of the Yonkers Inside Report. I want to thank all my people, all my listeners of this show and who watch this show. I really thank you. I want to thank my executive producer John Rivera and also my director Brian Harrod. And I want to also thank the Yonkers Public Library for allowing us to use the public access studio. Thank you so much. Until the next edition of the Yonkers Inside Report. Have a great day.